Kristen's here. It's
Great.
perfect.
Where Joel is standing, normally the snow, he'd be buried in it.
But you know what? I bet you turn around the corner, and that's where things get really tricky. A lot of times I've noticed going up to the mountain myself, it'll look fine right there through Government Camp. You turn that corner as soon as you start to get up in elevation, 500 feet, 1,000 feet, that snow starts to stick hard, and you know why those signs are flashing for snow tires or those traction tires or chains.
Right, if you're going up the timberline. Yep.
Yes, Mountain Meadows too. So definitely watch out for that, because we're going to see those levels take a dip even more. And I have a feeling that road right there through Government Camp is going to be pretty white here over the next few hours. Out there right now in Portland, we're dealing with the rain, and it's chilly out, upper 40s, winds coming in from the south at 15, making it feel even cooler. So it almost feels a little more winter-like, and it's one of those days where it's raining here and you know it's snowing on the mountain. So good news for the skiers, but of course you want to be careful on the roads, just because we're not going to get a break from it over the next few hours. So it's going to really be able to pile up. Tiger down to Wilsonville, showers coming down quite heavily at times, back to Newburgh too. And then of course that's all lifting to the north, pushing into Portland, southwest Washington, up near Vancouver, Battleground as well. And then more showers developing along the coast. So all this is just going to continue over the next several hours, really not getting a break from it in the valley until after midnight. And then the Cascades could continue to pick up snow all the way through early tomorrow morning too, past midnight. So your Portland metro area this next few hours, which you'll have to watch out for if you're going to be out and about, moderate to heavy rain, low visibility, and of course some ponding on the roads as those showers continue to come down and you don't get a chance for it to dry up. You'll want to be careful with that. Small hail and gusty wind will be a possibility, I think, just over the next couple of hours before the sun goes down. Once the sun sets and it's totally dark out there, we'll have a tougher time getting that going, and I don't think it's going to be like what we saw yesterday, but just keep in mind you may see a little bit of that in some of those downpours. And then chilly, temperatures staying in the upper 40s. So that's for the next few hours. Once we get past 9 p.m., winds start to pick up for us, and we'll have that in addition to the rain. Winds for Portland Metro, 15 to 25, gusting to 35 miles an hour. So that'll be high enough that we may have to watch out for some of those large branches to fall. And then you drop farther south, and that's where the winds will really crank up in the valley and along coastal areas too, from Lincoln City south. We have high wind warnings in effect, wind advisories for central and southern portions of the Willamette Valley, snow and wind for the Cascades through the overnight, and then east of the Cascades getting in on some of the wind too. So looking at the winds for tonight, coming in from the south, from McMinnville to Woodburn, Molalla, all of you under that wind advisory, and we're going to be looking at those winds gusting between 25 or sustained between 25 and 35 miles an hour, gusting to 45 and higher. So basically in these areas highlighted, we'll have to watch for large branches, maybe even a few downed trees and isolated power outages all through the overnight hours tonight, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. And then of course you get to the mountain, northwest winds 35, maybe even 40 miles an hour on top of the snow, and those passes are going to get really tricky. Winds will start to die down tomorrow afternoon, and we'll start to get a break from some of the snow. This is a time lapse from what we've seen so far. We picked up several inches of it. We could pick up 8 to 13 inches of it by tomorrow. And again, a gusty start. Winds start to taper off. We could see some sunshine to finish it all out before we get ready for round number 2. Moving on in tomorrow night, bringing in another couple of inches there. And coastal areas, of course, really focused in on the wind that's going to be picking up from Lincoln City southward. We could see gusts between 55 and 65 miles an hour there. Your rain and cloud forecast 7 p.m. Showers continue to roll in from the southwest, heaviest as we go between about 8 o'clock and midnight for the valley. Cascades continuing to get pounded by the snow. Snow levels dropping to the passes. After midnight, you can see it quiets down quite a bit for the Portland metro area. Tomorrow morning, the morning commute not looking bad at all, just more cloud cover than anything else. But again, mountain passes will be a little tricky and treacherous, and then we get ready for the next round of it to move in overnight tomorrow night. But look how we finish things out. Once we get through Wednesday, we're warming things up, and we'll bring that sunshine back out. Highs in the low to mid 70s Thursday and Friday. Some of the warmest weather this year moving in right after we talk about the chilly rain and the snow up on the mountains. So some good weather to move in, but for now, I'll take the snow. Super excited to see it.
I know, it is kind of nice. I mean, better late than never, I guess.
Exactly.